Welcome back, guys, to today's episode of Fab Maniac Monarch Duels. Today we're playing, I believe, Boltyn versus Prism.
The light matchup.
Yep, the light matchup, so no sneaky tech from us.
We saw the shadow matchup.
Yeah, we did do Livia versus Prism already. So
no, Chain. Oh yeah, in another video we had the shadow matchup though.
Of Chain versus
Chain, yeah.
Oh yeah,
and, Levi got wrecked.
Yeah.
See if Prism can take one back for the ladies. But
I believe the person who was playing on that matchup was actually like my testing partner for Chain, and he and I have played that matchup like quite a few times. And it's like really not great. If you're playing Reckless Swings, you can steal games is about the best you can hope for. Yeah, generally.
Right. And I'm not super hopeful on this one because I got smashed by Boltyns in the classic.
Yeah, it's going to be really interesting. I don't think I've ever actually had to play this matchup, even though Prism I've seen has been really popular at the events that I've gone to for like playing Boltyn. I've just literally never had to verse one, which is I guess kind of funny. Today I'm playing a rather aptly named Saber Boltyns.
Ooh, okay.
Because I am playing a Courage of Bladehold build.
4.
You rolled a 4, okay. I rolled a 1. So, would you like to start?
I will. Just to take away your soul.
Yeah, I think the charging turn 1 is like really helpful for me. So I guess the object of this deck, not to give too much away, but I think Marnie knows what I do anyway, is to play Luminar Ascension off a Take Flight and then generally attack with sabers like 4 times. And that can equal a lot of damage. And if we do it that way, well, hopefully we'll get some wins, but you never know. The biggest problems I think I have here is that I don't have a lot of 6s. Marnie's chosen to play Dreamweavers because I think he's a little bit afraid that I maybe do have more 6s. And it's also just like, it's probably to ensure a safe Phantasmify turn, which is quite reasonable. You don't want to get blown out, like, you know, putting all your resources into Phantasmify and then just I'm like, well, okay, well, I'll block with like, I'll block with like my Bolting Blade or Celestial Cataclysm or something.
And I'm not playing that sweet frontline scout card just to check.
Oh man, I had some great memes.
Spoiler alert.
I had some great memes with our local Viserai player about frontline scout in Azalea. So that you could name the right cards with Chains of Eminence. So you just put like pure anti-meta Azalea where you just like all sleep darts, you know, all lyric remorselesses, all ridden ledgers, and you just hit them with an arrow and like you can do one thing, or you take damage when you do things, or you don't get any soul shackles this turn, and like it's really funny.
That's awesome, man. I like that.
Yeah, and you play Frontline Scout, so when you play Chains of Eminence, you know what to name. Which is, I thought, pretty good. So you are letting me start this game?
No, I am.
Oh, you are starting this game?
I'm
sorry,
starting.
my bad, my bad. Yeah.
All right, good luck.
Good luck, my man.
I'll get that tunic counter.
That's a good plan. I like Tunic.
Yeah.
It's fun and good.
It's mean as.
Yeah, and as I have said before previously, hey, so this doesn't have go again because there is a blue pitch there.
Yeah.
I mean, my first turns always feel so like sad.
So my point I'm trying to look out for is I play a lot of attack actions, and that seems scary against Boltyn.
Yeah, it's not great for you to just run into a bunch of my stuff. So you have 1 resource floating, no go again.
2 cards.
2 cards in hand, so I could be on the lookout for like a pummel here. I generally don't respect a lot of things like I maybe should.
Pummel first turn's average because you just redraw anyway.
Yeah, that's quite reasonable. Is that like whatever? So I'm gonna go 2, 3, and 5.
Yep.
And just block it because I really don't want you to have the shield. This is one of the best cards in the deck in my opinion.
Yep, agreed.
Sorry, I'll put the graveyard in the correct place.
Thank you.
In the place that people seem to like it. I'll also redraw.
Yep.
Cool. So, I'm going to pitch this blue Take Flight. To play this yellow Take Flight. Charging a card. This Razor Reflex. So both of my razors are gone now, which is a bit sad because that's a really good card in this deck.
No initial blocks, any reacts?
I have no reaction because it already has to go again.
React.
That is totally fair. Would you like to sink a card?
Yes.
Oh, then I react. No, I don't react. I've used my react. I'm going to play Bolt of Courage here. So I've charged, so if it hits, I draw a card. and if you block with an attack action, it'll go up to. Let's go! You gotta love it. Double sync turn 1. It's fine actually. I don't want him to have cards like that later, and I do just want to, you know, charge Soul this early. So it's actually perfectly fine by me. Yeah. Your turn, my man.
I will play this.
All right, so that's 5 again.
5 go again.
I still haven't taken any damage though, so 1. 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yep. Arsenal.
Yeah, seems reasonable. Okay, so I like to get counters on my stuff, not like super early, but like I just like to be able to use them without feeling like I've wasted a block. Generally.
Yeah, fair enough. Yep.
So for my turn, once you've redrawn,
yep.
I'm just going to Illuminate. So Illuminate puts in a lot of work. I think a lot of Prism decks play it as well. Just if it hits, it gets put into my Soul, and it comes in for 4 for 0. So 4 for 0 and 3 block as well is like really good stats.
No initial blocks.
No initial reactions.
From Arsenal.
Yep, that seems reasonable to me. I really love Springboard.
Yep.
I like jamming in way too many decks. It's real bad, but I just love it. I'm going to Arsenal one at the end of
Prism loves it, of course. For the
I was jamming into my Prism deck like originally. So I was just like, hell yes, let's go.
So because all the best players in the world are doing better stuff than us.
Yeah.
I want to point out to anyone who hasn't had the discussion that this is yellow for this, which we all know. But the other thing I've found in playing a lot of Prism and being hyped about her is she doesn't seem to rely or use her Arsenal.
There's been some really good,
other,
really good discussions in the chats about Librarian, the Mentor card, because we don't use the Prism doesn't use the Arsenal law. Yeah. I've chosen not to play my Mentor because a lot of the time she gives like +1, right? A lot of the time that I would do that, I would probably just rather have had like a V for the Vanguard or a Lumina or something, which is the same effect basically, but it also does something else. And the idea that I like hit with a saber, find a V, play a V, chuck is like.
But it finds you a V.
Yeah, but like it's a lot of cards to ask for, like to get there, and I'm already struggling to keep cards. So you blocked. I've set 1. We end our turn.
Sweet. I might do something end of turn though as well. Just distracted there, sorry.
Yeah, I did. So that's why I did ask. So this is actually still in my hand.
I mean, it's not great, but...
Flash this Genesis in.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not great. It's just the best I can do.
So we'll do that.
Seems reasonable to me.
Up tune it.
Yeah.
3. And I guess trigger a Genesis.
Yep, so make a shield and draw a card.
Yeah. Draw.
So I believe if it's a Illusionist card, you draw a card. No, if it's an Illusionist card, you create a Spectral Shield, and if it's a light card, you draw a card. So I've had some people be sad because they've only been able to do half one.
Attack for 1.
I'll take 1.
And pass. It's not great.
It's not super happy, no. For charging.
No blocks.
Mm-hmm. Reactions. You're just going to take 3?
Yeah.
Cool. That's fine by me. See, what he's doing here is he's stopping me from having Skullcat powers, which kind of sucks, but...
And go again. End of doesn't matter, does it? No, that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I can draw.
Yeah.
Sweet. Interesting.
So I'll lead out by
Genesising?
Yeah. I guess.
Seems very small. Is that Herald of Judgment? Sorry. Yeah, it's Judgment, I believe. I feel like that card's pretty bad against me. Unless it's like maybe the only yellow in your hand. I don't think I play anything from Banish, not that I can think of anyways. But certainly getting a Spectral Shield is nice anytime.
Yeah. And then I'm going to go haywire on you. I'm going to pitch these to play this.
Hell yes, let's go. Absolutely love making spectral shields.
Yeah, and then I'm going to pitch this to make 3 more.
Not the 7 Kodachis!
Yeah. So yellow there, so we'll go attack for 1.
Yes, a thing that we forgot to do in some other games. Yeah, I'll take 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 1, and then 1,
I'll take 1.
and then 1,
I'll take 1.
and then 1,
I'll take 1.
and 1,
I'll take 1.
1,
I'll take 1.
1,
I'll take 1.
1.
I'll take 1.
Okay, that's my turn.
Yes, it was. It was, in fact, your turn.
And then she plays mask, and I go illuminate and draw a card.
Wow, this is just like so sad for me. Like, literally, I think no matter what I do here, I'm gonna E-strike for 7.
Yeah, nice. That'll eat some shields.
Hopefully, because I can't imagine it not doing. The great thing about these spectral shields in this matchup is they eat my hit triggers. And this Boltyn, I don't want to say uses a lot of hit triggers, but it uses a lot of hit triggers. I actually built this after going to the calling and watching some people play, I believe, Boltyn Classic Constructed, which I thought was going to be like bad, and it kind of was. I don't think anyone did particularly well with Boltyn that day, but I did see a few things that I was like, wow, that's really cool, and was. All right, so this is 6. Initial reaction, I'm going to give this go again. Yeah, you're going to lose a shield.
Yep.
Sweet. Then I'm going to go again from Arsenal. If it hits, each hero who doesn't have a card in their arsenal puts the top card of their deck face down into their arsenal. However, spectral shields will prevent the hit no matter what.
That's sad.
It very much is.
I think I just totally lost my momentum on this turn.
I think you're doing fine.
This was a silly block though.
I see, yeah.
I sort of went for like this play road and this like and chopped and changed, and now I'm going to end up with something in Fab is always stick to one direction once you've decided, and don't go between, because you end up with a terrible scenario.
Seems fair.
Probably have to eat these.
That's reasonable. I still have go again then, and I am considering what I want to do. I really don't want to. For the camera, if they can see my hand, they'll probably understand why I am umming and ahhing. But I think I can end now, so
Okay.
I'm going to end with 1 action point floating,
Yeah.
which is a really good place to be in against.
I will not opt to do anything.
Yeah.
So that ends the turn.
Yeah, so I'm going to set 1, and then I'm going to draw back up.
So for any newer players, what Cam was meaning there is he still has an action point. He passes to me if I play.
Yeah, if you were to play an instant or something, I would get priority back.
Yep, and
Yeah,
he can
and I would be able
attack
to attack. So I chose not to there because I don't really want to attack as Genesis. Who wants to attack Genesis? So we're missing the Genesis trigger here, obviously.
On my go, I'm going to miss that, and I'm going to pitch Pummel to banish a soul.
Yeah,
And
make
a
another
spectre.
shield.
Attack for 1. Go again.
Just gonna take 1.
1,
Gonna take 1.
1,
Gonna take 1.
1,
Gonna take 1.
1.
Gonna take 1.
And Arsenal pass.
I'm gonna play Enlightened Strike. Choose to put this card on the bottom, and come in for 7.
No initial blocks.
No initial reaction. Leaves you with 2 in hand.
Yep.
And 1 floating. And another 1 floating with the Viandel Spring Tunic. So I can actually definitely see a create an extra soul shield here. Since he's reacted, I get a chance to react again. Which I may take... It's just so bad. I'm going to choose to give this a go again because its power is greater than its base power.
Cool. On resolve that eats this.
Yeah, it's one spectral shield. I'm going to pitch this lunging press to crack this gallantry gold, which gives my weapon attacks +1 this turn. And I'm going to attack you for 3.
No initial.
No reaction.
From
This
Arsenal.
springboard from Arsenal. We've had everything this game. It's a lot of defense reactions for me to work through.
Well, 4 of them are yellow, so...
Yes, I absolutely adore Soul Shield. I actually had it in the original build of this, but I found that blocking was bad, just say.
Yeah.
Just generally, blocking was not great. It wasn't helping. So...
Pitching this to play this is the tech.
So, it's going to... Actually, this should have gone here.
Are we closing the chain?
Yes, my chain closed there.
Yeah, that goes there.
With nothing left to do. So this goes on the bottom. A little bit sad. Would have liked to get maybe a little bit more out of that. But that's fine.
I may as well end step, like you said. This.
Yeah, okay,
worthwhile.
cool. So make another shield. Yeah. Oh, I get priority back. I can play an instant. I'm not going to go. Yeah, draw back up.
Alright. I'll choose to Genesis start a turn. So
Seems fair?
a light illusionist card.
Yep. Draw a card and make a shield.
And then I will... Oof. I should miss that, but put that in.
It's fine.
Don't miss your tunic.
Don't miss your tunic triggers, guys. Get
in
it
a real tournament, don't miss your tunic.
get it tattooed on your hands, though I think that probably counted as outside assistance. Get it tattooed on the back of your friend's head that you always sit behind.
You know what? YOLO. 7 go again.
So bad for me, no matter what. There's literally no good version of this play.
Yeah, I'll sink the other one into footsteps.
So you get an action point because I destroyed it.
Yeah. And then
If you've got yellows, you get to... Yeah. Block.
another one.
Yeah, so I take 5 here, I believe.
Oh yeah, like 1,
So
2,
this
3,
broke.
4, 5.
Yeah.
Yep.
We did this ability, so it's actually
Yep.
back here.
Yep.
And then I'm taking 1 from here. Sorry, I'm blocking 1
Block
from
one,
here.
and then
yeah.
1, 2,
and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5.
Yeah. So I'm going to take 5 and go to 1.
Yep. Sweet.
Yeah, there was no great turn there. I'm going to activate Courage Blade Hold and do the thing the deck's supposed to do, but not well, so that kind of sucks. Pitching this Snatch to play Take Flight, pitching this Engulfing, charging this Engulfing Light, and coming in for 4, charged. With Go again.
Oh, did you put one there by accident? Have you switched back to your graveyard and your banish and all that? Or is this your banish?
That's my banished.
Oh, okay. I'm getting confused, man.
Good point. That is good.
It's all good. So we saw both Celestials there.
Yes, I banished 1
Yeah.
and I've used 1 to block just then.
There, yeah.
So I've got no more 6s as far as you're aware. Well, maybe I'm playing Boltyn. I'm not
Bolting
playing
Blade, so good on V turn.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like bad every other turn. I've heard arguments that you play more blues and it's like maybe good, but blues are bad as well. Who needs blues? So 4 of these for the Take Flight.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going to play Luminar Ascension and attack for 3 with Sabers. So all of my weapon attacks are free this turn. They all get +1. If they hit, I get to look at the top card of my library, and if I do, if I reveal it, and if it's a light card, it goes into my soul, I gain a life. And And yeah, so I can attack with each of my weapons an additional time as well because I've charged. Welcome to the show.
So hopefully you brick on it like take 2.
All right, so I'm gonna go again off this refraction bolters,
Savage, yeah.
which is super important. I tend to swap between this one and Snapdragons. Snapdragons is good for turns we like maybe this is not take flight, maybe it's just like an engulfing light or something.
Yeah.
And then you can guarantee give it go again even if they don't block.
Yeah.
But Snapdragon refraction obviously blocks for 1 and does get through in situations like this.
Yeah.
So you take 2, and I'm gonna resolve the other hit trigger, gain a life.
Yeah, nice.
Attack for 3.
No blocks.
No blocks. So reaction step.
Yep.
Give it go again. Yep.
Trigger.
Trigger. Gain a life.
Look at that.
Let's come back. This is actually gone as well, but so is this. But you know, we're here to show. In for 3.
No blocks.
No blocks. So I'm gonna
React.
react. Give this go again.
Again.
Miss. It was a captain's call. That's okay.
Can you put it on the bottom?
It does go to the bottom. That's what it does if it misses.
So it doesn't brick then.
No, you never break. You never break.
Sweet, okay.
You only break the one time. And I feel like I'm kind of sick of looking at them, so I'm going to attack the Genesis with the last one.
Sure. Sounds good.
So that was like a pretty big swing in my favor. Gaining 2 life.
Helpful.
Very helpful, and putting them down like, you know, a few life is quite good as well. Also, I ate like 5 spectral shields, so
yeah.
I'm happy.
Yeah.
I'm probably still going to die.
Hooray.
But hey. No sacrifice, no victory for all you Transformers the movie fans. Dreamweavers. Herald of Block Me Out.
Herald of Dominate, draw 2 cards, go again.
Yeah, that seems reasonable. Block for 3, 4, take 1.
Yep.
You can draw 2 cards.
Yay, my favourite.
And this goes to your soul. This is a very important part of this as well. I was discussing with, for those of you who know him as Moonlight Solace, the judge from a lot of
that's
events.
True, that's a misplay. For the camera, let's just say I counted this properly and I had smarts. This was my hand before I drew, so I'll put that there instead.
Yeah, sure, Marty. I was losing anyways. Who cares?
You gotta.
Who cares?
You gotta show the optimal.
Sure. It's fair. Like, if you were thinking about it, you're 100% right. Your Celestial can come in for 7 here pretty happily. It's funny because like we kind of already went through the stage where Dreamweavers was good.
Where what?
We went through the stage where Dreamweavers is good, and it just would have been better on a Herald of like Erudition like now. Yeah. But you know, you get what you get. You never know. Maybe I've got like a red unmovable in my hand. That's a card that would definitely see play in this deck.
So.
Block for 5 because this is a energy potion.
Sad to the boys.
Sad to the just come in for 7 and then like do it again. Yeah, no, fair enough. There's a lot more blocking than I normally do in a game.
Yeah. I was unsure about that turn where I lost all my stuff and things, and my hand could have just threatened 2 heralds again. I was wondering if that was just better. I think I had like Herald Pummel or something.
Yeah. I drew both of the Celestial Cataclysms at the same time, which was brutal because like I don't want to set one. I don't want to end my turn with 2 cards in hand.
Yeah, true.
You know, like I just don't. If I'd drawn them one at a time and I still had one like later, you know, obviously maybe not on the Erudition, but if I'd done it on the protection there, it would have been pretty cute. Yeah. So that was pretty awesome. It was a good game though. You were right about showing the optimal series of plays with the
Yeah, it's just, I mean, these are casual apart from the
pretty
one or so a week we have as like a final of the in-store blitz or whatever, but
yeah.
Otherwise it's for
so yeah, the really
fun and learning.
Really you guys saw the pretty much the optimal turn for this deck. It's pretty much just courage, gallantry,
and
you know, Lumina off like a take flight. Take flight's the optimal one because
and sometimes double Lumina or not.
Yeah, like as we call it, magical Christmas land.
That's what the guy did to me at the calling.
Yeah,
Classic.
Sure. In Classic Constructed, it's a little bit more reasonable because you're playing
like
3 of it.
3 and it was like, he just like had like 2 cards in hand and no other resource and whatever, and I was thinking, oh yeah, this will be sweet, got like 3 cards left in hand, and he's just like Lumina attack with Raiden, and I was like, what? And he had like 7 in his soul. It's just like,
well, if he hadn't charged, because you have to charge there as well.
He did.
Yeah, I don't play Raiden because I definitely think it is more of a CC card. There are more turns of like take flight, time to just like take flight, Raiden, build up a little bit of soul, and then like get a bigger turn.
It's just so efficient.
Blitz is so fast that it's just like gotta get in there. But yeah, this is like 4 attacks of 4 plus this is 20, so technically this could kill someone. It never will because people block, but even if they do block on sabers, especially like if they don't maybe know exactly what's going on, if they block on the first sabers, it's actually a continual buff to the end of turn, because it has its own like Boltyn activated ability basically, and that's really good for sort of like like people who maybe don't know as much. So this deck I would definitely call it like a pub stomper, beating up people who maybe just don't really know what's going on. Courage is an absolutely silly card though. This like equals like 4 to 6 mana. Like this is like, that's busted.
And a block.
Yeah, and a block too as well. Like name one other chest that can do
when
that.
we complain about Ranger and everyone says no, like it's fine, like just put this next to Ranger equipment and tell me.
Perch Grapplers definitely needed Blade Break.
It's too broken.
It's too good otherwise. Like so did Cross Wraps. Like it definitely needed Blade Break.
I mean, sure, leave like Grapplers as it is, but just add a line that says when an arrow hits, reload.
What I want to give for when an arrow hits reload or a quiver or something like that. We've talked a strange amount about Ranger in this game.
We'll need to get Ranger onto
we'll bring some Ranger things, but the thing is I just like, it is such a cool deck. Every single person who watches you play Ranger is like, wow, this deck is so cool. I love what you're doing. And then you lose. And they're like, oh, what happened? And you're like, exactly what was meant to happen. People said it was cool what I was doing.
It's so interesting because I think it's a very, you can play a lot of it and still make like
you can do
suboptimal lines and play.
Well, that's the difference I think between Ranger and like say something like say something easy like Ira or Dorinthia, where you can sort of like play suboptimally, and like your worst play is like, oh, I pitched a blue and I like attacked for 1, and then attacked for 5. Like, what a terrible play. Like that cost me 2 cards. Whereas in Ranger, you can be playing like literally as optimally as possible and still just like maybe hit for 5 or 7 dominated. Like,
but the fact that it's hard and hasn't been putting up good results, I think like even if the time is now or in the future, like when it could or should be good, I think it's going to be a real slow uptake because
because not a lot of people are testing it. That's fair. I think we'll call this Kingdoms predictions, but the fact that we didn't get Light Ranger in Monarch was like, it was so painful when Prism came out. Like Prism's cool. I love that Spectra is a thing, like Aura is attacking, Luminaris is such a cool card. But like the fact that we didn't get a Light Ranger that charges like into the soul and then fires soul arrows, it was just such a wasted opportunity. Everyone was waiting for it.
Well, maybe someone from LSS will watch this.
I definitely think Kingdom Predictions is like my testing partner is really hyped on a Shadow Wizard that can play cards that have blood debt from banish on the opponent's turn, so it still costs you the blood debt on your turn to like banish them, but then on their turn you still play it like instant speed. So kind of like Kano.
What if it was a Kano-like effect again though? And then
the thing is, I think with that you don't necessarily need the Kano. Like it doesn't need to be like instant speed flip. You could be like on your turn flip 2 cards, and then like they're blood debts and you can play them this turn.
And instant speed.
But only on their turn. So like that could be really cool. But you're always paying the debt in that case. The other one is like a Shadow Guardian. I think the Mangle guy. Everyone loves the Mangle guy. I think that'll be super cool. And then a unrevealed Shadow Hero to go with the like Prism. A thing. I think that's what we'll see for Kingdoms. But
Memorial Ground Yellow, I think in Ranger.
I've played a lot of that card.
Maybe better than Remembrance.
That was part of the
Is it better than Remembrance and Ranger?
I mean, yes, because like generally you want to specifically put it back on the top anyway, so like just getting back 1 arrow is fine. And the only use I've sort of had for Remembrance is like, again, playing against like Chain and or like Viserai or just like any sort of person just being like, I'm just going to sleep dart you, like dominate like every turn. Can you play without a hero power? Like, or I'm going to remorseless you, Chain.
Pretty good against that guy.
Yeah, like can you play without a hero power? No.
4, not go again.
Well, 4 charge and you block, and I don't get at all. Like, that's painful. Or just like Remorseless. Or Red in the Ledger, where it's just like, sure, you can, you know, attack. Like, yeah, that was like going to cost you.
I think with Boltyn and Chain, like, defense reacts are probably coming back into being good. Like the 4
defense reacts were never bad. Like,
well, true. Yeah,
let's be fair here. The best deck in the format is 6 defense reacts.
Yeah.
And then like a blue to attack for 1, attack for 3. Right? Like,
and Ranger playing a draft the other day, like remembering how good the Opt one is, but also
Fateful Scene is ridiculously
also
good.
the Red Ranger one.
Take cover, take cover is
second,
great.
It's so good.
Take cover is amazing.
Start with a 5 card hand.
Take cover is
second.
absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the things I really love about Ranger is that I play a lot of defense reactions. I play bad ones though. I play traps, which people really don't like.
It's a trap.
I love Rockside Trap. It blocks for 4. For a blue, that's crazy, right? Like, that's a flick flag. It's not a flick flag, but it's close. And Pitfall Trap, which I think does a really good, reasonable Reckless Swing imitation,
true.
which, you know, is a card that kills people. So,
fair.
you know, I don't play the red one because that card's just bad. Like, what's a hit effect? Nobody cares about that. Anyways, thank you very much, Money. We'll definitely be playing out some more decks.
Throw some comments, really, on this video if you want to see Ranger.
This is apparently the Ranger video. Feel free to like and subscribe and send us some comments about what you want us to play. I think Marnie still has maybe 4 or 5 matchups still to go.
Yeah, we've done a couple.
We've done a couple tonight, so maybe only 3 or 4. And we've definitely had lots of requests. We've done some Olivia gameplay, and you know, anything else.
Going to take Wizard for a spin now.
Yeah, I think we're going to play some Wizard into Monarch. To the Monarch matchups, which is super fun as Boltyn because I just like try to kill you. Like, I don't even care. Like, we're just in the game on turn 2 like 99% of the time.
Let's do it.
It'll be super fun.
All right. See you on the next video.
See you, my man.